at the 9 minutes on the shot clock. My bad. All right, so we're set and ready to roll here. It is game 2 of the day. We got a matchup between Albuquerque Prep and Rosemary Prep. Welcome to the broadcast here as AJ Martin Ray's going to join me here in just a few minutes. We got a, interesting matchup where Hunter Carter, this Rosemary team got off to a little bit of a slow start yesterday, and they kind of got it going here in just a little bit. So we'll see. Albuquerque, New Mexico, they're led by Brandon Mason Jr., just a sophomore, and recently was ranked in the top 176 on the board. And we're looking forward to seeing him perform here in this one. Ray, what's your thoughts early on this one?
Is going to be someone to look out for in this game, but I think another player to look out for on Rosemary Anderson is going to be Hawaii commit Hunter Carter. He's just had a fabulous game last night and continues to be a regular on the grind session and a regular player. Great shooter, good player, and Hawaii got themselves a good one. Shout out the Rainbow Warriors.
Well, I wish the refs would have came out sooner than 10 seconds before tip-off, because I would have liked to go over the rules with them. So
yeah,
I'm sure we're going to have a few pauses of me explaining stuff.
Yeah, because mixing the rules today. So.
The senior, Hunter Carter. Number 5, the senior.
Hey, refs, you guys got on the rules on this one?
Number 24, a senior.
24 second shot clock. 6 person.
Number 10, a senior.
24 second shot clock. 14 on the reset and a half court. 6 personal fouls before disqualification. They can advance the ball the last 2 minutes of each half, under 2 minutes for a full.
In your starting lineup,
Whether they got
for the Albuquerque
No, if there's an advancement, right. Yep.
the freshman,
There is a
number 0,
coach's
Jay
replay
Clark.
challenge. They can only challenge out of
The
bounds
senior,
basket interference or out of bounds.
00, Daniel Lovato.
Yep.
The senior,
Monitor will be right there.
number 2,
And then
Christian Gilliland.
and 8-second backcourt. That's it.
Sophomore,
Eight
number
seconds.
3,
Yeah, 8 seconds.
Brandon Mason
Just
Jr.
have a 24-second shot.
Yeah. And then on jump ball, we do point of interruption. So
Kyle
if you
Jones, head
get a
coach.
tie up, it stays with the
Mike
offense, and
Murphy, this is
just
game
wherever the
2
clock is, point of
of the
interruption.
10th annual
Attack,
Crush in the Valley.
still point of interruption. Like if you see somebody point of
Okay,
interruption.
okay. Shoot it and come back to point of interruption. Got it.
Yeah.
We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't really. That's a foul.
All right, we're ready. 9 minutes.
So we doing 4 9 on the court? What is that? We got a game ball. From the home team, or we got a tournament one?
We had a game ball yesterday. Where'd it go? Off that rack. That went to the left. There you go. No, see, yep.
Trying to play their way into the final 16 of the grind session out of the elevation conference. So whoever wins today might have a little edge there.
All right, we'll see who's out of bounds too.
Now, AJ, I'm really interested to see if Rosemary Anderson playing last night and Albuquerque, coming in today, if that affects this game at all, if Rosemary is going to be a little tired since they played a game yesterday.
Late game, early game today.
But, this is a very even matchup, and I think this is going to be a really good game featuring a couple of Division I prospects. So.
Hey, 14 on an offensive rebound, not a full reset. If it's under 14, It goes to 14 on an offensive rebound, not a full reset.
Good pass there. And a rebound and a putback there by number 3, Brandon Mason Jr. We talked about him earlier, AJ. Brandon Mason Jr. ranked in the top 100 for the class of 2027.
Hunter Carter getting it going here.
I've always liked Hunter Carter's game, even at Accelerated. Played well, just a good player, great grind session player, gets the rebound there.
They reject Lovato and foul on the way up there, and Quincy Bias had earned the trip to the line.
Quincy Bias has an offer from George Fox University.
So 3-2 early here in this one. And that'll be out of bounds. And who's it to? It's going to go to.
Called it off Albuquerque Prep.
Yeah. Back to the prospects.
So Albuquerque Prep wearing the home whites, and Rosemary Anderson wearing the road blacks.
Nice slip there, and Brown with the finish. Good ghost screen there at the top. Jones over to Christian. Christian. Lightning quick once he gets going. Lovato muscles this way for two.
Nice play there by Lovato.
Pull from three, and that rattles in. Much better start to the game offensively today for this Rosemary team than we saw yesterday.
I believe that was Dominic Robinson from Seattle, Washington with the three there.
Christian straight to the rim. Lefty that loves to finish with that right hand.
Christian has offers from Air Force, University of Green Bay, Southern Utah, UC Davis. So there's a couple of letters of intent there too, but I mean, his offers are pretty solid. Definitely going to go D1 at the end of this year.
Here's Carter. Rejection of the screen there, backdoor action, and that foul's going to be on Lovato. So first free throw on the way, and it's good.
Robinson has a nice lefty stroke. I like it.
It's 2 of 2. 10-6. It's Christian. 3 on the shot clock. He'll let it go. Comes up short there. May have been partially blocked, and we'll go the other way. Hunter. Carter. Thought about to step back, and this is everything there. Brandon Mason, Jr., scrambling for that loose ball, and he'll get fouled from behind, and I believe that'll go on Brown. It will.
A great rebound by 00. Daniel Lovato with the pass to Christian Gillian for the layup.
I got internet and everything down there if you need it. Yeah, I'm just finishing up the floor. You're done. Just come. The next person will get there in about 20 minutes. You're good. Whatever.
Hunter Carter with a great pass there. Great pass, Hunter Carter. Great basket there by Christian Gillian. Oh, Brandon Mason pokes that one. Oh, unfortunately, number 9 decided to push at the end there. For Albuquerque Prep entering the game is going to be number 14, Diabe JB Bafili. And coming off the bench, GB has offers from Albany, CSU Bakersfield, Colorado State, Missouri State, Quinnipiac, and UMBC. So he's obviously got some interest.
Yep.
Yeah, all fouls when you say the offensive rebound
Floppy action there. Good closeout by GB. Sitting down defensively. Hunter Carter, and they're going to get an and one. Wow. I didn't see the contact, but he'll take it.
Yeah. They gave him, was that a 3? So 3 and 1? That's a 4-point play. Wow. That's Hunter Carter going to the University of Hawaii. Shout out to my friend who's an assistant coach there, Rob Jones. Played locally here at Reardon for a couple of years.
Okay.
Played against Drew Gordon. Now he's an assistant at University of Hawaii, but he also played at University of San Diego and St. Mary's. So, yeah, he's an assistant coach. He's one of the guys that probably helped recruit Hunter Carter to the University of Hawaii.
Woo! Short off the range there.
NBA 3
Jones.
right there. NBA range.
So free throws coming up here for Rosemary.
Yeah, fouls on number 2, Christian Gillian. I believe that's his first.
So first free throw on the way. And it's good.
you can't do
17-13. Christian into the front court. He slows it down. Tough pass there to Lovato. Be a turnover and come back the other way. And Hunter Carter. And transition lob is too high.
It was a great pass by Hunter. Fortunately, Griffin didn't finish it. Oh, good
Turnover.
steal. And he made up for that play. Just made up for it.
Diggy. I'm not going to say it. I want to say it. Yeah, I know what I want to say, right?
Yeah.
Diggy getting jiggy with it one time. They got a half a smile from Jess, so I guess I'm winning.
Yeah, Diggy played pretty well last night in the game against Prolific Prep Green. He had a pretty good showing.
Another three here. Listen, they better ID the shooter.
Kylan Jones from the great state of Memphis, well, great state of Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee.
Put back, stick back is good there. Barksdale. Kid out of Sacramento. Not
Local
too far from here.
kid.
Yeah. How far are we from Sacramento?
I'd say it's about 45 minutes to an hour, something like that.
So what's more entertaining? I may be putting you in a tough spot.
No, it's all good.
Headed to a Kings game or a Clippers game?
I think with that new stadium, the Clippers, with all that new stuff that they have going on there, I think the coolest thing about the Clipper Stadium is they took a jersey from every high school in California, every single one, the thousands of high schools, and put it up in a display. So
How about Ray over here? Shut up, people.
No, it's
He's
just awesome.
flexing hard on these broadcasts right now.
I went to Stewart Hall High School, which is a small high school, and I asked my athletic director, did they ask us for a jersey? And they did. So, like, when I go to the Intuit Dome for the first time, I need to see my Stewart Hall jersey.
There you go.
In that gym. But that's not to take away anything from the Sacramento Kings Arena. They have a great arena there, too. If you go to the Kings Arena, get the street tacos, because they have a street tacos and a salsa bar, and it's actually not that pricey. But that arena is a beautiful arena. And, yeah, that's where they're going to have the state championships in California
Ray, you the
this
man,
year.
bro.
So, yeah.
You're the man.
I got you. I got you.
Man.
Been watching a lot of high school basketball in California over the years, so I feel like I've picked up a lot of good knowledge, seen a lot of great players. Yeah, I just love the sport. Just love the sport.
That's where it all begins. How about, by the way, I think that's very great to have that local touch from the Clippers. Does the Kings, they still have the cowbells going on?
Not 100% sure. I know they light that beam. That's the big thing for them
Gotcha.
now is they light that beam. So, and as a Warriors fan, it's not the greatest thing, but at the same time, yeah, no, you know.
So you're a Warriors fan? Is that what you?
I'm all the Bay Area teams.
So wait,
all
wait,
the Bay
wait.
Area teams.
Did you become a Warriors fan in the Steph Curry era, or were you Chris Mullin and Tim Hardaway Jr. era?
I love that question. I suffered through the Chris Mullin wasn't suffering, but there was a lot of tough times for us Warriors fans. Troy Murphy, Antoine Jameson.
Yep. Went through the Chris Webber phase.
I saw it all. So when we won that championship, sticking with that team, it was that sweet. Now, I will say this. I grew up a Tim Duncan fan, and I cheered for the Spurs because
Was he from the Bay?
He wasn't from the Bay. It's just I watched him with Wake Forest when he
Uh-huh.
was a freshman and saw him play all the way through, and there was just something about the way he played the game.
That's fundamental.
And, to see him just go, and then he got drafted by the Spurs, and I collected his rookie cards as a kid.
Okay.
So, it was just one of those things where, unfortunately, as a Warriors fan at that time, I knew we weren't making the playoffs, so I wanted something to watch during the playoffs. So I would, cheer for Tim Duncan and the Spurs.
Gotcha.
But I was always a Warriors fan. When the Warriors won that first championship was one of the greatest days of my life. The Giants winning their first World Series after 100 years, that's probably the greatest, but the Warriors was still pretty impressive. So Warriors, when I first started watching them, they had a valuation, I think, of 180 million with an M. And now they're worth $3 billion with a B. So just
Because of fans
so
like
much
you.
growth.
There you go.
And you got to give Steph Curry a little credit for that too, I guess, right? That guy can do anything he wants in that organization. And yeah, I love that guy. He's great. Who doesn't love Steph Curry,
That's
right?
Brandon Mason Jr. with that last three, the last possession, and how about this possession?
Great
They get
defense.
stopped.
Great defense there. One thing I like what I've seen is from both these teams is the grind session. We have that 24-second shot clock, so the games are more fast-paced, higher scoring. But I feel like both teams have actually played pretty solid defense so far in this first quarter.
23-21. It's been back and forth. It's been a really good contested first quarter. A lot of Bay Area knowledge here by Ray, man.
Hey, any questions you have?
Listen,
I'm
I'm going to keep them coming. We got a long day. I'm just trying to stretch it out a little bit.
Definitely got to pace ourselves.
Drive baseline, and woo, man.
Well, hope
Hard
everyone's okay
contact
after
there.
that one. Foul's going to be on Brandon Mason Jr.
First free throw, good.
Number 9, Kylan Jones checking into the game, and number 24, Shabol Barksdale, the local.
How about keeping the legs fresh of the shooter in Jones? He knocked down 3 threes here in this first quarter. Maybe he gives you another one over the next 50 seconds.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely something to look out for on this play coming up.
He's controlling it with the bounce right now. He'll try to go for a paint touch, and he'll earn a trip to the line with a chance to shoot two.
Foul on Rosemary Anderson, number 1. Thank you, Griffin.
What's your favorite all-time Golden State Warrior player? Not named Steph Curry.
Not named Steph Curry, huh? I mean, it's probably North Carolina's own Antoine Jameson, just because.
Really?
Yeah, he was the scorer for us. He was like our player. I mean, growing up,
Right.
that was the player I had a jersey of.
I was expecting Tim Hardaway.
You know, I was more into baseball. I still watched
that
the
time?
Warriors then, but I was like more into baseball during the Run TMC era. But I still watch those games, and I still love and respect those players.
I have a favorite Warrior, even though
that?
I'm not a Warrior fan. I was a fan of him, and he's a Bay person to the heart, to the core, to this day. It's Byron Davis.
Oh man!
How can we not mention Byron? UCLA,
that dunk he had
dunk with
oh
the
my
lifting up
gosh.
the shirt. Kids are starting to do that right now. Like,
I remember being in college watching that with my friends, and I was just
he could have been one of the greatest point guards to ever play the game if it wasn't for injury. Like, he was
Absolutely.
pre-Derrick Rose before Derrick Rose,
absolutely.
in my opinion.
I mean, Baron Davis was fantastic, and I think he does a podcast now. I want to say with Draymond Green.
Probably.
Yeah, no, was great, and he made the most of what he had, and he had I mean, he's going to be a Hall of Famer, I'd hope. It's
I think
borderline,
injuries, yeah.
But I mean, you know, he did so much for the Warriors. He did so much for the Hornets organization. Yeah, it might be borderline, but you know, basketball Hall of Fame, it's possible.
Yeah. Well, it should still be. It's 24-second shot clock. It still should be there. Hunter, weaving through traffic, and we got a foul there, but it's on the floor. But it should be bonus anyway.
Foul on the floor, white 9, Tyler Jones.
One thing both these teams are definitely doing early is drawing fouls.
Bonus on 7 or 5?
5.
I'll get you next. You got 2 shots.
So we're going to shoot 2 here. Hunter Carter.
See, I know what's happening with my ref here. He wanted to know if it was bonus on 7 or 5. See, this 9-minute quarter is throwing him off. It feels like a half out here.
It's definitely a little different, and it's gonna definitely confuse them. The fact that we're going like California game grind session, California.
Yeah.
But you know, these refs are professionals and they can handle it.
2 of 2 at the line there. 27-22. Brandon Mason Jr. tiptoeing by us, and he'll get rid of it. GB. Little hezzy dribble, and Brandon Mason gonna let it go. Good.
And
That's his second 3 of the quarter.
Nice three-pointer there by Brandon Mason Jr.
27-25. We'll be back with the second quarter. This is the grind session. What weight class is he? Yeah. You seen his son MMA fight?
That was 235, and the guy you fight was 6'6", 238.
Chopping down.
Some guys are challenging the skill, but are you tough enough? Oh man, we giving up threes in the shot clocks, threes at the end of quarters. That's not our identity. You guys got that, Coach?
Hey, bigs, do 2 things. Bigs, y'all run back. Guards, y'all pick the ball up. Y'all look at it. If
use seconds off the clock, bring the ball to the court. It's tougher than when they off. Second thing is it's a simple ball screen. A simple ball screen is no action. It's one ball screen. It's no way possible there should be one ball screen. They should be able to score. We got too much look. Our arms are down. Use our length. Everybody use their length.
Oh, we can show and get back or we still.
Y'all gotta be in the stands though. Y'all standing straight up.
Y'all don't play defense, man. And there gotta be pressure on the ball.
Let's go, man.
Let's go.
Defense on defense. Let's go.
Start of the second quarter.
Under the impression you guys had something that said that if we're over 14, we stay, and if we're under, we can come to 14.
Yeah, you got the 14.
So these full resets we shouldn't be doing.
Right.
So don't let me
Now on the foul though,
On a foul.
yeah, just full reset.
foul is a full reset.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what
Yeah. Hey, that would just be on a tie up, like on a jump ball.
Only on the tie.
Yeah.
And all fouls are full 24.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Right. Yeah. If they would have read the rules.
Near turnover and out of bounds there. It'll stay. Oh. It's going to stay with Rosemary. Shot clock will stay at 13. Short corner, spinning back towards the middle of the paint. That won't go, and a rebound tracked down by Brandon Mason Jr.
Nice little rebound there.
Christian, 8 points already here in this one. The blow by, that's what he does. Couldn't get that one to go. Follow, no good. Hunter Carter. And gets his own miss. And stick back, he's got 12. Doing what Hunter Carter does.
Yeah, he's a fantastic player.
I became a fan of this kid a couple years ago, man. Been watching him play. He is a competitor.
Plays with a lot of heart. It's always good to play with as much heart as he possibly can. You can just tell he leaves it out there every single time he goes on the court. Doesn't matter who he's playing.
And that's going to be on Lovato. That'd be his second foul.
Ready?
Good defense there by Albuquerque.
Fantastic.
And we got a timeout call by Rosemary. And they waste their 30. Now, for all coaches, I have said this all year on the grind session, do not use your 30 in the first half. It's the only timeout by rule that would carry throughout the game. So if you use your 30 in the first half, you're automatically only going to have 2 timeouts come the start of the third quarter.
Yeah. I mean, timeouts are very valuable in this league, and it's important as not just the regular coaching staff, but the assistant coaches as well, to make sure to keep the coaches informed about their timeouts. I've seen situations before where guys have called one timeout when they didn't have it, and it almost was a technical foul. So, it's just about keeping track of those timeouts, and I agree with you 100%. I think it's a little bit too early to call that foul. Call that timeout. It's a little bit too early to call that timeout, AJ.
Christian into the front court. Lovato scanning. They're running a little bit of a motion offense here. Pin down screen here for Christian. He'll weave his way through traffic. Another layup for him, and he's now in double figures. 10 points for him.
Julian, Division I player, showing why he's a Division I player right now.
Got offers from Air Force, Green Bay, UC Davis. Man.
Foul on right 2, Christian Miller.
Yeah, just not worth it for Christian to gamble like that.
First free throw good.
Khalil Jackson, number 3, is a sophomore, and he's local to the Portland, Oregon area. So one thing about both these teams is they have a lot of local talent on the teams, which I think is great to infuse some of that as with the out-of-state and international talent as well. Here comes Hunter Carter back into the game.
Remind me to tell you about this toughest in You remember I said there was only one guy that left me a review? Yeah. This is his wife. She stepped down from the Booster Club. Stepped down from the Booster Club on the girls. So I guarantee you that was. They were complaining about the whole game. 31-29. GB. Cookies. Oh, way to let him compete. Hey, shout out to the guys in the stripes.
Yeah, I agree. That you got to let that play go. Let it play out.
33-29, and still turnover here, and
double turnover.
And another turnover.
And a turnover. Nice dunk there by Quincy Bias.
Brandon slipping, falling, but he got it up, knocked it down.
I have to say, his shot over the last 2 years has improved so much. I mean, his confidence in that shot, I can see why schools are lining up to try to recruit him for the 2027 class. I mean, he's just so much more confident than he used to be. And there's a foul.
That's another foul on Lovato. That's his third.
Number 3, Khalil Jackson checking back into the game. Short little rest there.
Good rebound. I'm going to tell you right now, Brandon Mason Jr. will probably give Brandon Mason Sr. buckets when they're both in their prime. I'm going with Junior. He gonna give him buckets all day long.
I'd like to see him play one-on-one.
And then
honestly.
Lil Bro, Melo, he would give both of them buckets. At the end of the day, he'll come do the cleanup work. Let them beat each other up, then he come in and just embarrass both of them. He's got a little brother on this way, man. It's gonna be good.
A lot of these guys have little brothers. When we were last week in North Carolina, I saw Mickle Brown Jr.'s brother in the elevator, and he's pretty confident he's going to be better than his brother. He has pretty big shoes to fill there, but yeah, no, I think it's great, and I think it's also great because you have like a big brother to teach you how to do these things, All
right, we got a timeout taken by Albuquerque. We'll take 1-2. We'll be back. This is the Grind Session. Follow is good by Christian.
Good little putback there.
Arizona. 41-34. Hunter Carter. Whoa.
Just a lot of confidence in that move right there. You can tell. It's just extremely confident player.
GB. Five to go here on the shot clock. Brandon Mason Jr. too strong. Hunter Carter, Euro.
Oh, great
Giving
pass.
it up there and good leave. That won't go.
Yeah, GB. Yeah, GB.
Out of bounds, ABC prep ball.
She hasn't got official X-ray. They did the official word, but it She's playing good.
43-34. Five to go here on the shot clock. Oh, wow.
That was interesting. Yeah, that's the one thing Rosemary Anderson can't have happen. They can't have Hunter Carter get into any foul trouble.
So it's getting a little frustration foul there for Rosemary, and if you're them, you got to play a little bit smarter than that.
Yep, absolutely.
It's a 9-point game. Basketball is a game of runs and momentum. The last thing you want to do is give up that momentum.
Especially with a 24-second shot clock, a 9-point lead can disappear in a minute or two. So.
So inbound to the GB. Christian along the baseline. Max with the rebound. That's going to be the third foul there on Christian.
Brandon.
3 fouls. Remember, in the grind session, you get 6, but still 3 fouls is not ideal for the second period.
Try to get it over to Max Brown. That's taken away. Christian in transition here with 2.5 to go before halftime, and he leans in and gets fouled, and he'll earn a trip to the line, a chance to go shoot 2.
Yeah, did a great job drawing that foul, getting to the line. Now let's see if he can cash these in or not.
Hey, Kendrick. Kendrick.
Loose out, number 22, Dominic Rose. Loose out, number 1.
Good rebound there by number 12 for Albuquerque Prep. three-point basket by number 0, Caden Miller, the freshman. The class of 2028 prospect has offers from Adams State, North Texas, and Sam Houston State, 2 of those being Division I offers. So off to a great start in terms of his recruiting career.
Christian. No, Ray, one of the topics I want to get into in the second half with you, I want you to kind of get your thoughts on agents for high school players and the roles that they're playing.
Definitely. I've definitely got some comments on that. It's definitely different how NIL has changed the whole landscape, that's for sure.
Hunter showing off the bag. Hunter Carter can't get that one to go. Battle for the loose ball, and it's back to Albuquerque. How about these two teams competing?
Both teams are doing a great job. 7-point game. It's going to be key for Albuquerque to get back in this game. Is they just need to start hitting their shots. Period. They're playing good enough defense. They just need to start hitting their shots, and then they have a shot at this game. I feel like.
Good block. Good defense. Gets it off in time. Yeah, and we get a foul too.
Foul at the buzzer.
Tough. It's a tough one right there.
One thing about Gilliland's game I'm noticing is he's really good at drawing fouls. I think this has got to be his 4th, 5th, 6th time to the line, something in that range. So, I mean, that's valuable. You hit your free throws, it's free points.
He's got 17 so far here in this first half. (45-40). And free throws coming here for Robinson. Dominique, 6'10", senior.
Foul on white line, Kyle Jones.
Brandon. Yep. I figured.
So number 9,
Now, I
Kyler
got a
Jones.
question. Brandon Mason Jr. has a headband on, but it's actually covering his ears. I wonder if that's just because he don't want to listen to Brandon Sr. as much. Kind of blocks out the noise.
Oh,
Like
man.
kids having their earbuds in.
Yeah,
it's actually
yeah.
literally covering up his ears. It's the little things sometimes you pick up.
Absolutely.
Horns look here, high horns, and they'll jump it. And we're going to get a reach in. And we're in bonus, so it's going to be 2 shots here for Christian.
Another 2 free throws for Mr. Gilliland.
That's the easiest way to give up a lead, is send the teams to the line.
Absolutely.
And with the, bonus 2 shots no matter what, if you got a 50% free throw shooter, you're still guaranteed at least 1, right?
That's why all these grind session teams, every single one of them, and the California teams too, I mean, just don't take the free throws for granted. Just work on them, work on them, work on them. Practice makes perfect with them.
Coach Ray, he don't like for give-me's to be given away like that right there.
No, sir. No, sir.
And that'll do it for the first half. We'll hear from the coaches coming up here in just a bit. This is the grind session.
41-46. Rosemary is on top.
Let's do it. All right, I'm here with Coach Murphy. Listen, it's a dogfight, man. You guys leading here in this one. Got a couple familiar faces on the other team. Talk about your team's play coming in here to this one.
I'm really happy with their fight right now. I think we got to handle their pressure a little bit better, but overall, I'm happy with our execution on offense. Our defense rotation a little bit slow, and that's all we really got to fix, but I'm happy with it so far.
Christian got it going. Brandon, he's knocking down a few shots now. I noticed he's got his headband on and is covering up his ears. Is that to block out the voice of Mason Singer?
It might be. You might have to ask him.
All right, we'll let you get back to your squad, man. We'll hear from Rosemary when we come back. This is the Grind Session.
A gift.
Party people. Takes pace and a throwdown there. What a blockbuster. I mean, for the runway, he cleared the A gap. That one, oh goodness. Throwdown, and they're playing well. And the intensity,
He's just teasing us, isn't he? Teasing us.
What more do you want? Are you
That's hilarious.
We're good. We're good.
Good. Good, sir.
Oh man, I'm sweating.
Double shot. Sabos.
I did.
Oh, okay.
That's a hard pass on me. I would rather
I like
start.
bananas.
Good. That's what we like.
Bring on the sugar. Hey, we gotta have the craziest towards the end of the year, some other staff out of it. Like, get stupid.
Yeah, but you can't invite.
Quarter 46, Rosemary Anderson on top.
So it's
ABC Prep Ball Club.
Yeah. Well, I can't say anything yet, but
Yeah, there we go.
I will. I will. Yes. Holier than thou.
All right, so we're set and ready to roll here for the third quarter. Didn't get a chance to catch up with Rosemary's coach, but listen, trying to track down these coaches is like, I don't know, man. It's like running after kids, running through the house.
It's not easy.
Okay, so I want to get the conversation started.
Sure.
I want to get your opinion first because I have my opinion, and I've really been holding back from expressing it on social media just because, I don't know, I seem to hurt people's feelings sometimes for whatever reason, but I mean well. Anyway,
Yeah.
what is your thought process on agents? I understand why kids have them these days in high school with NIL, things of that nature, but what's your early impressions on it? Because NIL, it's kind of the wild, wild west right now because it's not regulated, so to speak. So it's still like that gray area of like there's really no cap, no rules or regulations. Everybody's still figuring it out. But what's your early thoughts on it in these first couple of years?
Absolutely. You know, I think, of course, when they announced the changes with NIL, it completely changed the landscape of things. We all kind of thought guys were still getting a little something maybe without us knowing, but now it was kind of, brought to light. With the agents, I would say the best advice I could give someone when it comes to the agents and how you choose the agents and go about that process is to make sure it's someone that you feel comfortable with. And I would also say another key thing is a lot of times these kids nowadays, they go with the first guy. And I think you got to listen to a couple of different people before you end up going in a direction with it. The agents are going to be there. There's no getting rid of them. But at the same time, I would like to see both at the amateur level and at the college level, I would like to see rules put in place where it made it a little bit more of a fair playing field. And it also kind of, I don't want to cap the earnings, but I want it to be realistic. When guys are getting more to play at the college level than they're getting to play at the pro level, I think that kind of becomes a problem a little bit. But yeah, no, I mean, in general, the agents, it's a part of the game. We've got to kind of adjust to it. But at the same time, yes, I'd like to see more rules and regulations put into place.
All right, here's Lovato. GB guys it in short corner. Step back pull. You guys want to know my story, my idea on agents here?
I want to hear it.
It's going to make it's so simple and going to make so much sense that agents are going to hate it. I think we got to travel first.
Travel before the basket.
Okay, so here's my first thing about agents in high school. First of all, something that should be in place, whether it's an agent in high school or an agent for a kid in college, they need to be certified just like a coach would get USA team certified by whatever association the player is playing in. So if you have a local kid in California, there needs to be some sort of, it's just like a real estate agent getting a real estate license. You get licensed for the state of Kentucky, you get licensed for the state of California. It's totally different rules that apply, right?
Absolutely.
So I believe an agent has to go through some sort of approval to be able to represent a kid in the particular state that they play in. The other benefit for that is, for the kid, so we got some confusion on who it's on. The other thing is now you have some rules and regulations, maybe some sort of training that agent has to go through. Now, I'm going to really make a point. It's going to build up to a bigger point, okay? The next thing is, the reason why I think it's important, because you have agents who are making basketball decisions without any knowledge of the game of basketball. And that's where the real problem's coming in at. So some of these kids are playing certain ways, playing for stats. That's probably hurting their bottom dollar because the agent is telling them, hey, I need you to average this so we can try to get this deal done, that deal done, so on and so forth. So we're having agents and non-basketball people that may be a business person or a financial person making basketball decisions, whether it's coaching, playing time, a certain amount of playing times, points, whatever. That's probably not beneficial to that kid. That kid that they're telling to go score 25 really needs to score 16 and maybe have 8 assists, but now he's scoring 25 and 3, and now he's goes from a kid that could be a power conference player to a mid-major because of his lack of decision making and shot selection.
Absolutely.
But in the agent's mind, it's like, hey, I need these numbers so your bottom line number can go up. Those are the type of problems that I'm seeing with agents, is that you have agents that are non-basketball people that don't know the game, that's making basketball decisions, not business decisions, but basketball decisions for some of these kids. And that's where I feel like the gray area is coming into play.
Absolutely. Well, you want an agent who's going to tell you whether you're doing bad or good, right? I mean, the thing is, a lot of these agents, they dance in a kind of gray area where they have to keep the client happy, but at the same time can't be too hard on him because they don't want to lose him as a client, right? So with these kids, I think, you got to make sure that you have someone that you know is going to be honest with you.
Yep. Well, here's the other thing. So I think there's a certain amount of hours that an agent should have to go through to understand the rules, the do's and don'ts to wherever that kid is playing. So somebody may say, well, it's a freelance type of deal. So how would a high school association, flex their muscle on the agent?
Right.
You don't do it through the agent. You do it through the eligibility of the kid. If your agent is not approved or certified by us, you can't play.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, it would get a little bit more, not necessarily control, but just where you just got kids it's like signing a bad record deal.
Yeah. It's, it's so, but the thing is, it's so new right now. And it was, I think when it got enacted, it was kind of so unexpected. People thought we were probably 3 to 4 years away from that. And then the NIL stuff got enacted. And then what ended up happening was some states had it and some states didn't. And so those kids would transfer from a Florida to a California, right? So now those states are all, I think, majority of states are good on the NIL. But, I mean, with the agents, I agree. You need to have some sort of process in which you can kind of, go through them and figure out which are the ones that are good and which ones that aren't. Because right now it's a complete Wild West.
Yeah.
There's no regulations. And, I mean, a lot of kids, what end up happening, I think, with a lot of these kids is they end up, having a family member or a close friend or something like that take over, and that person is never going to give that person's never going to give them the honest truth, because in a way they're sort of biased. So, I think rules and regulations are going to be implemented. I just think we're a couple years away from that, AJ. I still think we're about a year or two away from that at least. But it's crazy. I mean, the numbers that are being thrown out for AJ Dabansa, for example, we don't know the exact numbers, but they're more. It's more than what a number 1 overall pick in the NBA makes in his first year. So.
Pistol back. There you said it, GB. Pistol back.
I mean, I don't know if you heard about this, AJ, but the great wide receiver from Ohio State, Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah.
He's gotten offers from other colleges to transfer, right? And it's like, in this day and age, he's not going to transfer, but he's got offers, and that means that there's schools out there willing to pay $5, $6, $7 million for his services.
Foul, black zero. Next round.
Hey, Kendrick.
48-47 our score here as we've been just the background noise to this entertaining game. And
yeah, we got a close one here.
yeah, we got a tie ball game now as Albuquerque looking for their first lead here in this one.
Yeah, we were talking about, 9 points, 10 points. It's not safe in the grind session. And here we go, tie game.
This is what I love about a 24-second shot clock as well. 10-point lead. I kind of look at it glass half full. It's really like a 5-point lead with a 24-second shot clock. So there's just going to be enough possessions for a team to get back in it. So you can't stop playing.
Absolutely. It's being from California, I see some other states don't have a shot clock, and it still perplexes me to this day. The 24-second shot clock, I like it because you get a fast-paced game. And what's interesting is these kids are going to go from a 24-second shot clock to a 30-second shot clock. So they're going to be so much more prepared than, they're going to have more time as opposed to someone who comes from, the CIF in California where it's 35 seconds where they're losing that 5 seconds.
Or a kid coming from a state where there's no shot clock at all.
Absolutely, yeah.
The other thing I think what shot clock helps, especially 24, is decision making. Not only for the players, but for the coaches. You got to make real screens, real cuts. You don't get an opportunity to just jog and take your time and get in the sets. You got to sprint to your spots. So decision making, I think, is where the biggest development comes for as far as the players are concerned.
Absolutely. That's, that kind of stuff, that's all a part of the mental training that these guys go through. There's physical training, and then there's mental training, and the mental training is almost as important, if not more important, than the physical training.
So 1-point lead here for Albuquerque, a drive baseline, and we're going to have a foul on the floor here.
I have to say, these last 2 days, number one, Diggy Griffin has really stood out to me. Solid 6'5" guard. It's like a travel there by Hunter Carter.
CG, go corner.
Unforced turnover.
Yeah, those ones hurt. Those are the ones that you, as a coach, just kind of shake your head and hope they don't happen again the rest of the season.
And those are the type of plays where you want to see some leadership. Just move on to the next round.
Absolutely.
Don't dwell on it, just move on.
3 seconds. No foul, straight up.
Good cut.
It was a beautiful finish and cut by Khalil Jackson. Beautiful. So number 3, Brandon Mason Jr. checks into the game for 0-0, Daniel Lovato.
Good sprint out here for Albuquerque, but they'll be patient. Christian, right hand, yes. Yeah, that's a left-handed player, but so comfortable with that right hand.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what college he fits into the best. I mean, he's got his choices, so.
Step back.
I mean, I could see Christian fitting in really well at Green Bay with another grind session prep player, Jeremiah Johnson, who's currently playing there. Yeah, he's a good player. He's really impressive, and right as I say that, he hits another beautiful layup.
Right on cue.
He might need to put on a little bit of weight when he gets to college, but with the college weight rooms and all that, the training, the cafeteria, everything that they have at the colleges, he'll be able to do that. Another beautiful layup by number 3, Khalil Jackson. Sophomore, 5'11". Great pull-up jumper by number 14, Diabe GB Bafili. Interesting, he came off the bench, Bafili, but he's kind of been a spark plug off the bench for them. And he's got some great offers. Albany, Bakersfield, Colorado State, Missouri State, Quinnipiac, UMBC, all Division I schools.
And putback's no good, but foul and free throws coming.
Number 20, Romeo Weber, checking back into the game for Rosemary Anderson.
So 1 of 2 at the line there, and we're tied at 55. 1:20 to go here in this third quarter. Again, it's been a well-played game by both squads here. GV getting fouled, and he'll earn a trip to the line and shoot 2. No go on the free throw.
Both Caden Miller and Daniel Lovato checking back into the game.
So GB with his second free throw attempt. 0 for 2. Coach Ray's about ready to go crazy.
Missed both. No, you know, he'll get there. He'll get there.
Carter loses the handle a little bit and underneath, and 2 shots coming.
And, you know, I think the toughest thing with free throws, too, it's probably one of the most difficult things to kind of quote-unquote fix, you know, because it's such a mental thing. It's almost like you have to let the person figure it out and then kind of just help them once they've got their form figured out. Everyone's different. Everyone shoots free throws differently. But, you know, some of the best players in the NBA and college, you know, shooting in the 80s, the 90s. And, you know, to me as a coach, that's a beautiful thing.
So 2 of 2 there. 57-55. Under a minute to go. Christian. A shot. A no-go. Lovato chases down the rebound, and it'll stay with Albuquerque. Skip pass over to GB. He'll give it a shot,
nice
yeah,
shot.
and they'll take advantage of the extra opportunity there.
And GB is showing it all off right now.
Back and forth we go, tied at 57. Shot clock at 5. At 1.
And that's going to be a violation.
Yeah. So 17 seconds to go here before the fourth quarter. Christian, he's one of those that could just one step and he's body.
Yeah. Probably going to hold for last shot here, I'm guessing.
And it goes, Christian, the and one opportunity.
He's having a fantastic game today, Christian Gilliland. I just really, really like his confidence, his ability to get to the rim.
I'm going to give the ref credit here. He could have easily teed up Christian right there.
Yeah.
He looks down at the player, yells and one, and he just casually walks by him and basically tells him don't do that again.
Yeah, I think a warning first is always a good thing, but you know, you never know. You might get in the heat of the moment again and get another. But yeah, you know, technicals happen, but you don't want them to happen as much as possible, which means you can't really talk as much smack as you want to. But at the same time, you know, it's not about that. It's about who can get the dub. So.
And that's what each one of these teams are trying to do. As we watch this replay of Christian, he changes pace, he gets to the line. The lefty showing off the goods. And he finishes with the right hand right there. And lets him know about it. We'll be back. This is the grind session.
Definitely weird starting at 8.
Oh, let's see. 2 and 2?
2 and 2, 100%.
Yeah. 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 Easily.
I'm trying to figure out how to say 71 in Spanish, so I can tell it to.
I sure don't know.
71, I think. To Brandon Jr. They made him 71st in the country.
Oh.
He's good. Oh, yeah. I talked to him before the game. I know.
You should have a shirt and tie on. What the hell, Ray?
I have a polo. So I guess Scott got good playing basketball.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't even play basketball anymore. He's playing. That's great.
He loves it. Plays position guys from church. That's it.
What did he hurt? His shoulder or something?
Yeah, diving after a loose ball, I think.
That's awesome.
He's got the tooth knocked out before he plays basketball. He's got a burn. All right, so we're set, ready to go here for this fourth quarter one-possession ball game. Rosemary trails here by 3. They started off very well in that first quarter, and Albuquerque fought their way back in it, and now Rosemary will do the same as they down.
Nice pass
1.
by Chabot Barksdale there. Great pass to find the open man underneath for the easy layup.
GB at the nail. He'll kick it over. Patience here from Albuquerque as they got 10 on the shot clock. Christian had a good one here in this one. He'll stop, go, spin back, right hand. That won't go. Good rebound by the prospects, and they'll go the other way. Hunter Carter, he's been great in this one. Loose ball there, and it's going to stay with the prospects. And we're going to get a reach-in foul there.
Good choice on that play by Carter to pass the ball to the open man. He was kind of stuck underneath, and he found the man. Guy went in and got fouled, and now they get 2 free throws for it.
So 2 shots coming up here for the prospects. I did everything but fall.
Rolled in and out.
Let Daniel set it. You space out. CG and K-Bo. CG and K-Bo. Pistol back.
One of 2.
Now I see here that Christian Gilliland won the 2024 Grind Session Under the Radar Player of the Year, and I'm 100% seeing why watching this game. He's just smooth in how he does things. Oh, steal.
Hunter Carter!
Oh, with the slam-a-jamma by Hunter Carter.
Big time throwdown by Hunter. Bias is going to pick up that foul. He'll check out as well.
Diggy Griffin back in the game.
Christian, again, getting it done.
Very smooth.
And we're going to reach in there. And that may be an and one. Why is that not a basket? The offensive player touched the rim.
Yeah, I think the offensive player touched the rim on that one.
Chris, I like to see that replay. I know they're not calling for one.
There's no basket. It did not clear before he touched the rim. No basket. We'll shoot 2. White, double 0 on the grab during the attempt. 2 shots.
Explanation well.
White, double 0. Daniel Lyle.
So Diggy Griffin will shoot 2 here.
Yeah, we got the detailed explanation. Makes sense. First one is good.
Kylan Jones and Mason Jr. checking back into the game.
Double drag wide. Double drag wide.
And GB's going to earn a trip to the line. And I believe they felt like Robinson got into the landing space.
Yeah.
GB, tough call. Now, listen, I feel like it was COVID year. We're in the bubble in Arizona, and the officials there were really making the emphasis on the leg kick on threes as an offensive foul. I actually like that rule then. I still like it now. I actually like that more officials are enforcing the flopping call as well. That's the point of emphasis for this season I'm seeing around the country. So,
no, I think those rules are really important to follow. And now, you know, I think it helps when you have 3 referees to be able to make that call, because you have a referee literally on every little piece of the floor to see something and be that exact. All our grind session games have 3 refs, so it makes that kind of call, you know, that much easier to make.
So stop there by Albuquerque. Brandon Mason's going to get a good look at 3. That comes up short. Numbers here for the Prospects. And good hand there, but it'll stay with the Prospects. A missed layup, but the putback is good. And
Jabal Barksdale with the putback and one.
it's light. That's some feather. That's that featherweight contact right there. I think he tickled him on his ear. He got him little.
Yeah, it's always interesting how each ref almost has, not refs, but group of refs have their own way of calling fouls, calling things. It's also something as a coach that you really need to take into consideration, and it's underrated. If you know about your referees, it really helps out, because are they aggressive? Are they letting things slide? It just, it's all the little intricate parts of the game. Any little way you can get an advantage is really important in basketball.
We're gonna get a timeout call by Albuquerque. They're gonna call their 30. Here's my rule of thumb I've always said to officials. Displacement. Was there advantage and disadvantage? Was there an advantage gained by the contact? Right there, it clearly wasn't. I mean, that's like a play on. Nobody, if that whistle wouldn't have blown, nobody in the gym would have said a word.
Absolutely.
Not the coach that benefited from it, the coach that didn't benefit from it. It's just, again, and then the quick whistles. Take time. I'd rather have a late whistle than a quick one. I know fans are not a fan of late whistles, but I'd rather a ref process what they see.
Absolutely. And the last thing I think to add on to that, consistency. If a ref calls the game one way in the first quarter, you want them to call it that same way in the fourth quarter. I think that's really important, because sometimes you'll get games where one thing will be called and then the exact same thing will happen down the court and it won't be called. But also, I'll be the first one to, give the refs a little something, but at the same time, they do have a very difficult job, and I think the more I've watched high school basketball over the years, the more I've come to respect how important their job is and how important to the game they are.
Christian, floater, right hand, that won't go. Hunter Carter, he brings it across the timeline. He's got 20 here in this one.
Rosemary, a little 6-point lead now.
They're on the run. They were trailing at the start of this quarter. And we're going to get steps called.
Too many steps, it looks like.
Quick foul check just for Albuquerque. How many players they have with 5 fouls here so far. Lovato has 5, Brandon Mason Jr. has 5, and Jones has 4. So they do have
a little bit of foul trouble
Yeah,
there
so-
for Albuquerque, and especially they cannot afford to lose Brandon Mason Jr. They just can't.
He's got 11, and he's got the rock right now, pulling up from the nail, and that'll come up short.
I would have liked to see him maybe find some help on that one. That was more of like a one-on-one play. Brandon's a great passer, so I'd like to see more of that. It's a tough one.
So that foul against Miller. Carter misses the first.
Gotta get this one. All right, pistol up. Pistol up.
1 of 2.
Pistol up. Pistol up. CD.
I just came back to what you were talking about.
Brandon Mason Jr. Jab step. Pull from 3.
Oh, he drew the foul there. Gets 3 free throws for it.
Don't leave your feet on shooters.
Never.
Kids.
Never.
Just get a hand up. Here's something I've always said to kids. You take the professionals, the ones that get paid to do this, right?
Right.
Take Wemby. He's probably going to end up being the all-time shot blocker in the NBA. God forbid he don't have any injuries.
Exactly, yeah.
How many blocks is he averaging, guesstimate,
I mean,
on the season?
I look
per game?
online, it's about 4, I'd say. He's
Okay.
close to 4.
So the best in the world is averaging 4 blocks in the game. The best in the world. So why are kids attempting to block 25 shots a game? Contest, get a hand up, and box out.
Yep.
And then the one that drives me crazy the most is the flyby.
Yes.
Long shot,
Yes.
long rebound, and you're flying by to go try to get a dunk, and then the rebound comes out to the guy you were just
And
guarding.
it goes right over your head, even though you're 6'8",
Exactly.
6'9". Yeah, and I mean,
For the life of me, I would never understand that.
yeah, it's
I always think the perfect time to attempt to block a shot is help side defense as Christian knocks down the 3. When you're help side defense,
yeah.
where you got one guy walling up and the other one swatting, maybe a contest off the backboard, a little LeBron action if that's in your bag and you got that athleticism. Other than that, on shooters, get a hand up.
Yeah, I mean, one of the best, when I coached at Prolific, I was blessed enough to coach Yves Missy, who now plays with the New Orleans Pelicans.
Could be Rookie of the Year.
And the defense that kid always had his entire it got better when he went to Baylor, and then once he got to the pros, I looked it up, I think he's already top 5 in offensive rebounds or something like that in the entire league, not for rookies, but for players. So, you know, learning to block a shot is an art, and you can do it right, but at the same time, it shouldn't be the number one focus, you know. And I agree, guys are looking to get that cool block to end up on that clip-on line, you know. And it's all about the, you know, strong as a tree, hands straight up, you know, and make it hard on that referee to call a foul on you.
Ray, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
You seem to be a guy that maybe have some inside connections.
Yeah, a couple inside
connections. So what does the state of Kentucky, the University of Kentucky, got to do to get a prolific player? That's what I want to know. I mean, in all these years, we haven't had one. Can you find that out for you? I mean, you ain't got to answer it right now.
You know what?
I just need you to do some homework. We need cowbells. We need to come to the Bay. We need to learn how to surf. What is what we need to do, right?
I'll say this. You got a shot at Tyron. You got a shot at Tyron, you know. There's a couple of other players. I mean, Kentucky, when Coach Cal left Kentucky and went to Arkansas, it kind of shocked things. But for them to get Mark Pope as a coach was a fantastic pickup for them in terms of recruiting. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, and Pope is going to do a great job at that program. I think we'll see a Kentucky. I think in the next 2 to 3 years, we'll see a prolific player commit to Kentucky. I'll say that right now.
There we go.
Oh, that is 6. Hey, that's 6 on him.
6. Ref, that's 6.
But Kentucky has Jasper Johnson coming in, I believe, next year. Is Jasper Johnson's committed, and I also believe they have a couple others. But
Yeah, Jasper's going to Kentucky.
yeah, so they'll be there.
Yep. Kentucky kid. But that doesn't solve our Bay Area problem.
Yeah. I think a lot of the Bay Area kids, they're so used to this weather, right? So, a lot of them don't want to go to the places with the colder winters. That might be it, I mean, there's other factors.
Yeah, that's right. 76-69.
All right, let's see if Albuquerque can get back into this game. 7 points.
Well, foul trouble mounting. So we already mentioned one. Lovato, he is done for this ball game. He's been eliminated due to personal fouls, and then GB just gives up one there. That's his fourth.
5-4-2 with the foul.
White. Hey, let's go 4-pop. 4-pop K-Bo right now. 4-pop K-Bo.
So again, missed free throws from both squads really coming a factor too. We'll check on those in a few as Rosemary goes 1 of 2 again here in this one.
Yeah, AJ, you look at a score like this, and it's like four more free throws for Albuquerque, and it would be a 4-point game, So just got to work on those in practice. Just got to make sure to nail those free throws when the time comes.
Oh, tough shot there by Caden Miller, the freshman, knocking it down.
Big shot by the freshman.
5-point game, 77-72.
I think for the next couple of years at Albuquerque Prep, we're going to be hearing a lot about both Mason and Miller.
GB with the rebound there. Missed opportunity for Rosemary. Christian. GB.
Big possession here for Albuquerque. Big possession. That's a
and one opportunity
coming
up here for Jones. See, he gets them within the possession. 3-point game, and he'll have a chance to add to it. Jones with 9 points here in this one.
Yep, he makes this free throw, so a nice little 5-point swing, makes it a 2-point game. Didn't jinx that, good.
You're learning quick, huh? We get blamed for everything, right?
Right.
Gotta be careful what you wish for.
A nice little 5-0 run here, keeping Albuquerque in this game.
And they get another turnover here, force another turnover, and here we go. Albuquerque on the run. Christian, they play a little catch-up pull from 3, and that's in and out there as Rosemary say, let's calm it down here just for a second. And we'll get it.
30-second timeout.
Going out. Full timeout taken. We'll take 1-2. We'll be back. This is the Grind Session.
I like her, but not for this setting. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna do this next game. What we got? I'll do the next 2 games, and then I'm gonna take one off. So
black ball coming in.
All right, here we go, Rick. 75-77. Albuquerque trails by 2. And that's going to be a charge.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Drop that shoulder. Didn't have to. That's on Robinson. That is his 4th. Each team in bonus the rest of the way. Now, no, I hope they realize he gets 6 because he got pulled for his 4th. Christian. Here's the Miller. Gonna let it go again. The freshman couldn't get that one to fall. And Rosemary Anderson, they'll get it across the timeline.
One minute
Oh, good
left.
slip. Good slip.
Oh, great pass. Great shot. Hunter Carter puts him up 4.
Still plenty of time here for Albuquerque. Christian. Now, if I'm trying to get to the rim, the way the refs have called the game, as far as contact, I want some paint touches right now.
I agree.
I feel like
100%.
Albuquerque's settling for 3s. And
I couldn't agree with you more. Couldn't agree with you more. Should have got. I think teams sometimes panic a little too early and they start lobbing up 3-pointers when they only need 2 and then a stop and another stop. So now Hunter Carter goes to the line to make this potentially 5 or 6 point lead.
Yeah, and free throws.
Missed it.
What's the free throw numbers for Rosemary? We get a chance, Jess. They are 24 of 30. They've shot 35 free throws in this game.
Holy
My
smokes.
gosh.
35 is a lot.
27.
48 fouls.
Ooh.
All right.
And we'll get a timeout called. Full timeout. We'll be back. This is the grind session. Hey, Coach, y'all advance it? Yeah. What side? What side? Brandon, all right. All right, so it'll be at the 28-foot line here for Albuquerque as gotta go.
Yeah.
Can't waste no time. Big shot.
Oh, big 3 by the young man, Brandon Mason Jr. Makes it a 2-point game. 20 seconds. They got a foul. Oh,
No, they got the stop.
it. Wow, they got the stop. Okay. I don't know why Rosemary Anderson didn't hold on to the ball to the end there. But
They're gonna go for 2 or 3. And we're gonna get a foul. That's bonus.
And they
by
get
the way.
two
Yeah,
free throws, so
yep,
it might be-
absolutely. Now this is where I love our rules. So Rosemary, once they gather the rebound, they can call a timeout and advance it. So they got plenty of time. 71st ranked player in the 2027 class, top 100 kid, Brandon Mason Jr. Shoot two.
Made the first one. First one looked great.
Second on the way. Yes.
Nailed it.
What's top 100?
Call the timing.
Full timeout. We'll be back. This is the grind session. Hey, was that prior to the inbound? Because Tom ran off. It should be at 8 seconds then. It was at 8 seconds.
Hey, everybody match up. Yeah, everybody match up, right? The only person, right, you're going to be on the ball.
You're advancing. This side,
Yeah,
right?
right, yeah.
You know who the ball
They're
holds.
down there, right? So whoever it is,
Yeah, I know who the ball holds.
right, right? You need to be flat, right? It is
Don't I get one
nothing this
warning?
way. If you get this way, right, make it pass it. If they pass it this way, we're in a good spot, right? Everything else back here, right? You four, when they screen, we have to come together, hand each other off, right? We need to be able to touch each other.
All right, so here we go. 8 seconds to go. Tied at 80.
No easy looks. We got to talk like crazy. Talk early, right? We need one step.
And no timeouts left for Rosemary. They'll advance it to the 28-foot line, and they'll have an opportunity to try to win this.
8 seconds left.
Here's Hunter. Carter. Losing it. Christian. He got the Jets on, and he gets fouled. That's a foul there.
On the floor,
And it's
foul on
bonus.
the floor, and it's bonus, so they're going to shoot. Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
You cannot foul there. Wow, Jillian has a chance to win it here. Just needs to hit one of these, and it's probably game over.
There's Snelts. Yeah, just make one. This is over. Short. Coach Ray. Coach Ray. Coach Ray.
We'll be okay. We'll be okay. We'll see what happens here. Free throws. Got to hit your free throws.
And the gym starts buzzing a little bit.
Made the
Got it.
second.
Better do it. Good win here for Albuquerque, and we'll have an interview with the player of the game coming up here in just a bit, and that will be, we'll find out in a few. Christian. We'll talk to him in a bit. This is the grind session. You did a good job in not uttering those words, too. Christian! She gonna get your picture first. Right here. What was that last total real quick? 35. I am here with the player of the game, Christian. 35 points for you. Big time dub, though, for the whole squad, man. All right, so you guys got off. It was a battle back and forth, man, for this squad. I know it's been one of those seasons where leadership, you come in with some experience for this group. What's been the coach's expectations for you this season?
Like you said, he just wanted me to step up and be a leader, and I have took over that, so that's all I'm focused on this year.
All right, and then also, you're trying to go for that 40 ball, but most importantly, you guys got the dub. You got the dub. My question is, though, who's the best 2K player on the team?
Me.
What?
It's me.
All right, man, congratulations on a great performance, man. We'll see them again. Hey, we got another matchup coming up here for you in just a bit. This is the grind session.